There are journeys that take you to a different place, and then there are those that transport you to a different time, a different state of being. If you're a nature lover, an adventurer, a seeker of something truly extraordinary, your compass must eventually point north, far north, to the very edge of the Australian continent. Here at the pinnacle of Queensland lies a realm of staggering beauty and profound antiquity. You've got to see Apudthama National Park. Tucked away in the remote wilderness of far north Queensland, this is not the Australia of postcards and popular imagination. This is a more ancient, more elemental version of the continent. It's Australia like you've never seen before, a land of epic scale and intricate detail. Nestled at the very tip of the Cape York Peninsula, this is Pajinka, the northernmost point of the Australian mainland. The park itself is a colossal sanctuary. Apudthama National Park covers over 3,600 square kilometers of pure, untamed wilderness. To put that into perspective, it's an area larger than the entire nation of Luxembourg, a protected expanse of global significance. Its creation in 2016 marked a pivotal moment, amalgamating several smaller parks into one cohesive entity, managed jointly by the traditional owners and the Queensland government. This place is a wonderland, a living mosaic of interconnected ecosystems, each with its own unique character and inhabitants. It's a landscape of dramatic contrasts. There are lush, humid, tropical rainforests clinging to the banks of perennial rivers, their genetic roots stretching back across the Torres Strait to the jungles of New Guinea. These are pockets of an ancient world. Then the landscape opens up into sweeping savannas, classic Australian bush dominated by eucalypts and acacias, a fire-shaped environment that feels boundless. Along the edges of the continent, you find rugged, wind-battered coastlines, and all of it is teeming with a staggering diversity of wildlife. Think of the apex predators that have ruled these waterways for millions of years, formidable saltwater crocodiles basking by the river, silent and patient hunters. But the life here is as varied as the landscape. In the canopy, you'll find species that bridge the gap between Australia and New Guinea. The spotted cuscus, a shy nocturnal marsupial with grasping hands and a prehensile tail, moves slowly through the branches. The bird life is simply spectacular. Vibrant birds dart through the trees, a flash of emerald and crimson. This is one of the only places in Australia you can see the eclectus parrot in the wild. It's also a stronghold for the magnificent palm cockatoo, the largest of its kind, renowned for its intelligence and its unique habit of crafting drumsticks to create rhythmic calls. And it's not just the residents. The park is a critical stopover for migratory birds traveling the East Asian Australasian flyway. It's a sanctuary for rare species you won't find anywhere else on Earth, a living laboratory of evolution. But Apudthama isn't just about jaw-dropping nature. To see it only in those terms is to miss its heart, its soul. The very name Apudthama is a word from the local languages of the traditional owners, meaning our home or our country. This land is a cultural landscape shaped and defined by human presence for millennia. It is deeply sacred to the local indigenous people, the Atambaya, Ankamuthi, Gudang, Yade, Kinu and other groups. These are the traditional owners who've lived here for thousands of years, their ancestry stretching back into the deep past. This park is now managed jointly, a partnership that braids ancient traditional knowledge with modern conservation science. It's a model for the future, acknowledging that the health of the land and the health of its culture are inseparable. Their stories, their laws, their genealogies are written in the land itself. The ancient rock art galleries found in sandstone shelters are not mere decorations. They are libraries, encyclopedias, and sacred texts. They depict creation stories, record historical events, map resources, and illustrate the spiritual connection between people and the animals they share the country with. Their spiritual connections are woven into the very fabric of the landscape, making every walk, every river crossing, a step through living history. This land also bears the scars and stories of a more recent history. Fancy an adventure? The ultimate challenge for many is driving the iconic old telegraph track. This rough, uncompromising path follows the route of the original telegraph line built in the 1880s, a monumental feat of engineering that connected Cape York to the rest of the world. Today the poles are gone, but the track remains, a legendary pilgrimage for four-wheel drive enthusiasts. It's a journey that tests vehicle and driver with a series of infamous water crossings. There's Palm Creek, the Jardine River Ferry, and the most notorious of all, Gunshot Creek, with its near-vertical drop-ins that are a true rite of passage. It's a slow, methodical journey that forces you to engage with the landscape in the most intimate way. The reward for this rugged travel is access to some of the most beautiful oases imaginable. After days on the dusty track, there is nothing like swimming in the crystal-clear, crocodile-free rock pools at Fruit Bat Falls. Its wide, gentle cascade is the perfect place to wash away the dust and heat. Nearby, Elliott Falls and Twin Falls offer more stunning, spring-fed swimming holes. Their cool, clear waters a blissful respite in the tropical warmth. Or perhaps your adventure leads you to the coast, spotting turtles along the wild, wind-swept beaches near the Jardine River mouth. These remote shores are critical nesting grounds for several marine turtle species, including the flatback green and hawksbill. Witnessing a female haul herself ashore to lay her eggs, or seeing a nest of hatchlings erupt from the sand and scramble for the sea is a profoundly moving and unforgettable experience. This is the real outback. It is remote, it is raw, and it is utterly unforgiving of the unprepared. A journey here requires self-sufficiency, careful planning, and a deep respect for the power of the land. But the rewards are immeasurable. It's a chance to disconnect from the noise of the modern world and reconnect with something more fundamental. And it is absolutely unforgettable. But this precious wilderness faces threats. Invasive species like feral pigs wreak havoc on the delicate wetlands. The pressures of climate change loom, threatening to alter rainfall patterns and impact the sensitive coastal zones. Conservation here is an active, ongoing battle, led by the very people who call this place home. Remember, visiting Apudthama is a privilege, and it means respecting the land and its traditional custodians. It means staying on designated tracks, carrying out everything you carry in, and treating cultural sites with the reverence they deserve. It means listening more than you speak and treading lightly on this ancient country. So add it to your bucket list, not just as a destination, but as an experience. A journey to Apudthama is a journey to the heart of Australia's wild heritage, a place that will challenge you, inspire you, and stay with you long after you've washed the red dust from your clothes. You won't just see it, you will feel it.